Welcome to another exciting tutorial. So this pattern I have before, and it measures about 14 by 12 inches, but I'll show you how I got it. So what you do to get this pattern is to have a rectangle that measures 14 by 12 inches and fold like this. And the next thing to do is to go in with your French curve and give a curve like this, and this will serve as the bottom of this pattern, while the other parts, this other curve will serve as the upper part of this pattern. So you see the difference of the curve is not the same, the upper part and the lower part is not the same curve. So this is what I did, and I cut out, and that is how I got the pattern. But make sure your pattern measures 14 inches by 12 inches. That's the size. So, but this one I'm using to cut it is not the same size. So take notes. So after that, you need to cut. So you have something like this. So that's how I got this pattern. So after this, what I did was to use this pattern to cut my main material. Yeah, this is it. I had to cut two of it, and this is it. So I set the pattern aside and I begin to work with this main material. I went in with my V-ring so I can put a hook holder. So yeah, and the length is about 4 inches, and what I did was to place it like so. I came down by about 2 inches from the middle so I can get a point to place the D-ring. So I came down by 2 inches and placed it there. I did it for the two side. I also went ahead to mount my cord. I mounted it round, and after everything, this is what I have. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to measure this, the circumference of this side. That's what I'll be using to cut the body of the bag. Now, for the body, I use 20 as the width of the body. But for the length must tally with the circumference. The circumference I got was about 45 inches. So, but the width is 20 inches. You can actually make it 25, 30, whatever you want. But the length must tally with the circumference, which is 45 inches. So after everything, this the body, because I splitted it into two, I went on to cut a side zip for this, side zip. And what I did was I actually came down by about 4 inches or so. And then I connected the lines together, and I also went in by about 4 inches. Don't forget to do that triangular stuff I normally do to help you. Cannot just cut it straight. Then this is it. So I'll come in with my gum, apply it, and then allow it to dry. I'll also go ahead to apply my gum at the upper part of this bar because I'll be bending it so as to make my zip installation easy. So I'm adding the gum to this part for easy zip installation. I also do it for the other part of the bag. The other part of the body of the bag. So this is it. It dried. Then I'll go ahead and use my hammer. Please don't be like me. Use hammer. Don't use plier. Use hammer to hit your heating. So I'll go in with hammer and then bend it like so. And this is what we have. I also go ahead to um, install the zipper, and this is it. And then I'll still go ahead to bend the upper part of the bag. And this is what I'm doing. I'll also do it to the other side. And this is what we have. I'm doing it to the other side. And this is what we have. Now the next thing to do is to try to put a side belt on this body. So these are the belts. So what I actually did was that I went, I added D-ring to this belt, and I went in by 5 inches. I went in by, that's where the belt will start from. Went in by 5 inches, and then I came down by about 3 inches. That will be where the belt will get to. And this is it after sewing. Now go ahead to add this bottom. Like I said earlier, I want to repeat it again. After sewing everything, the length of this thing should tally with 45 inches, which is the circumference of your side. Okay, I've said it all. So this is it. And what I'll do next is that I'll go in and put my zipper. So watch how I install the zipper. Now, as you're doing this, as you're watching the installation, have you subscribed? Have you? Bia, have you subscribed? Or you're just watching? Or you don't know, I'll be putting a lot of videos in this channel. Don't rob yourself. Have you subscribed? As you're watching, as in the way I'm installing this zip now, please, just pause and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it. Give it a thumbs up. Don't be greedy. To not do anything to you. To not add or subtract. Say, okay, now that you have watched how I installed it, this is how I, this is how I installed the zipper head. And then I turned it. See, you're flowing. So after turning it, this is how it looks like. So this is the time to install the side of the bag. This is the side. So make sure you notch, because I did it off camera. You notch and make sure you do it notch to notch, notch to notch. And then the next thing to do is to sew it round. I went ahead and did it to the other side. Sew it round. Just sew it round. No qualms. So this is what we have after sewing it round. And then the next thing I went ahead to do was to bias the rough edges, just to conceal that rough edge. So bias round. And this is it. Your bag is ready now, shoe. So I had to flip it to the right side, and this is what we have. So the next thing to do is to add the belt. And the length of the belt I used was about 30 inches long. And then I went ahead to just insert and sew it. That's it. So this is the outcome. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.